Bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob. Welcome you to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. And Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to 2023. And what better way to kick off a new year is with a few new beers and a few guests to join the show. As this week, we welcome back 2/3 of the Grocery Gamblers. It is Pete and Carlin. How you guys doing today?
What up?
What up, Bob?
What up?
Hey,
Doing well.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys, too. What better way to kick off the new year with having you guys back on the show and enjoying some drinks? I mean, we can't go wrong. I mean, we just covered on your podcast some holiday treats
Did we?
with the Buzzballz and
Yes.
and the Cutwater White Russian. And the other day, I was getting gas, and what van? The big truck drove by. It was the Cutwater truck drove by in the morning when I was getting my gas going to work. I almost followed it. I was like, let's see where this guy's going. Do you have any White Russians in there? I was like, holy shit, there's the truck. It's got the White Russians. Let's go.
The pre-made White Russian that was really good, but I probably should have just had that.
I got a question. Why isn't White Russian like a brunch drink? You know,
It should be. I'm with you on that. I mean, we can get between that the espresso martini, like we had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's coffee. It gives you a kick. Has some alcohol, then you're good to go.
Yeah, man, we bought my girlfriend bought a bottle of it was like a pre-made espresso martini from like a local distillery, and she was like, "Why not?" And we've been kind of sipping on it, and it's really good. night and day different from the Buzzballz that we had.
Well,
but
that's Buzzballz is a totally different animal. I think we covered that. The special holiday line of Buzzballz. If you didn't have a chance yet, go into the Grocery Gamblers archives and check out our holiday party for 2022, and you can hear the full story on the eggnog Buzzballz,
exactly,
espresso martini Buzzballz, and the Cutwater White Russian. But today we are kind of bringing back a favorite that Pete and I chatted about this past summer. And if you listen to the podcast we did, the Bud Light hard seltzer, hard cola, wherever the hell they call that thing, we kind of went off on a tangent because I was drinking the Boxer Light during that episode as well. And we kind of dug deep into the rabbit hole of the various types of Boxer beer that really, prior to this year, neither of us knew about, didn't know they existed. I stumbled across it in a liquor store, and I saw a 36-pack, and I was like, holy shit, I've never seen a 36-pack before. It's under $20. I got to buy this. I don't care how good or bad this beer is, but I need to give it a try. And we went through the whole line of their beers. And luckily for us, to kick off the new year, to kick in 2023, we brought along a few different varieties of it. And I don't know, which one do you guys want to start off with? Do you want to go low to high, high to low? I mean,
how about this? I say we start with the lager, the light, and then the ice.
All right. So we'll start with the classic.
Yeah. Because I kind of want to AB the standard with the light, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because the ice is going to be its own damn thing, you
Oh
know.
yeah, any ice beer is its own animal to begin with. So
pretty much, you know, pretty much. But oh yeah, let's do it.
The Boxer Lager, 5% ABV, the standard brewing excellence since 1845. So, this is going to be a good one here. So let's
This tastes like the kind of beer that you get in just like a random bar out in the middle of the Midwest or something. Just like,
oh man, yeah.
Give me a beer, and this is the beer that they give you.
Well, I know. You know what this tastes like. This tastes like the beer you would get if you ordered like a Boilermaker, or like a beer in a shot special. They'd be like,
right,
a bunch of box, like we got a bunch of box on discount from the distributor, and
this is what we're using tonight, guys.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been a bit. Let me put it that way. It's been a bit since I've had something like this, but. To be fair, guys, there's no preservatives, no additives, and no added flavors. All right, you take that, craft beer mafia, no added flavors. Yeah, this can is kind of extra. I'm kind of down with it.
It's got a crown. I mean that's always good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and maybe it's just because I don't know why I'm going this route, but like the pattern behind the font, it's like it looks like either like a baseball or like a baseball dugout to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, it does. It does give me pinstripe baseball vibes with it. So it seems like a baseball beer, something you get if you're at a game.
God, I just imagine people complaining about, oh man, I had to overpay for these boxer beers at the at my local, D1 tournament game.
Yeah.
I
went to the Brewers game and drank boxer all day.
Boxer lager, baby.
Went to Culver's after, shit my pants.
It's got an interesting taste, but it's not bad. I can't say it's, at least to me, it doesn't have a bad aftertaste, at least not like that.
No,
that
it's
cheap
a total
beer.
dad beer.
Yeah,
it's a dad beer. This is something my dad would drink.
Yeah, this is a total. I mean, again, it's one of these supposedly around since 1845. So this is definitely like our parents' generation. Just like, oh, I got a couple of boxes. I mowed my lawn, got in a fight with my neighbor, had a couple of boxes afterwards to make up,
Yeah, we were hanging out, sitting on the front porch.
So I was looking at this brewery, Minhas Craft Brewery, and some pictures came up on Google, and they're like little thumbnails of them, and I clicked on one because it looked like a cellar with like a wall of big barrels. I click in, and it's just like a painting. It's a painting of a beer cellar. I'm sure they have nothing like it currently.
They are a hard crew to find. I tried to reach out to them after Pete and I discussed it the last time. I sent an email to whatever email address was on file on the website, just inquiring about Boxer and availability, what was still out there. Because at the time, I found the Boxer Light only. Yeah. And then we went on the website and we found all these different varieties of Boxer beer. And it wasn't until just before Thanksgiving, I went to my local liquor store and I walk in and there's the big sign against the wall, Boxer beer, manager special.
Manager special.
That's tight. $19.99, 36-pack. You had your Boxer, your Boxer Light, your Boxer Ice all at once. I got the cart, loaded them up, bring them up front, and say, "All right, I'm good to go. I'm good for a while now."
Nice. Yeah, this. I mean, this is totally fine. Like this is a wildly inoffensively average beer, and I mean that as a compliment. I don't mean that as a negative thing. It's just it's a lot. I mean, it's a dad lawnmower beer lager. So
yeah, you can pound down a bunch of these, no problem.
I mean, I'm already halfway through it. I just did a vibe check.
It's quick. It goes down quick. So
I'm looking at more pictures of their brewery location in Minnesota or Wisconsin. And they essentially have a beer museum, and it's a museum of kitsch, but they also have like little toy beer trucks and little toy breweries and displays. This thing is like insane. It looks like an Applebee's, like it's like
Applebee's where we brew beer. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's an MGD number 2 NASCAR light.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
mean, it is a Canadian style dry lager. That's what the website says. A refreshing beer that pairs well with medium to sharp cheeses, steaks, spicy sausages, grilled vegetables, and robust pasta dishes.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh.
It's like, no, not any of your wimpy ass pasta dishes, the robust.
No robust. Yeah, you can't just get
yeah.
your basic. This is not just your spaghetti and meatballs. You
Yeah.
need something a little bit fancier than that.
You got a really carbo load here. You know, you gotta go
Carbo
go
Lord,
for it.
yeah.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, carbo lord. Yeah, not carbo load. Carbo.
Yeah, hey,
carbo
if you're
lord.
gonna be pounding these down all night, you got to have a nice meal in you to soak it up.
Yeah, I could see drinking one of these with like a cheddar filled sausage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're hanging out, you're grilling. In
Yeah.
the middle of the summertime, you got your sausages, you got your burgers, you got your hot dogs, doing some steaks. Got the boxers on ice. You're good to go.
Yeah, so I gotta find out here because they have locations in Calgary and they have locations in Wisconsin. So I'm gonna Google Maps this. If they were to drive from one location to the other one, how far? how long?
That's a long drive.
I gotta know though. I definitely gotta know.
Like I'm guessing almost Denver to New Orleans distance.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Let's see
Calgary
here.
is way up there.
Oh man, yeah. Holy shit! 23 hours and 9 minutes.
Ooh, man.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, but I mean, I'm glad I just checked this out because, I mean, okay, you go through 3 provinces, yeah, and
Provinces.
provinces, yeah,
Provinces, the Canadians, eh?
3 provinces and 3 states. Holy shit, man! Like, how did it end up in like Wisconsin and Calgary? It just like it would make sense if they were in God, what province is Manitoba? Like if it was in like Winnipeg, it would make sense. Like, oh, this is from Winnipeg, and we also, I don't know, the family, like, you know, during the Depression split up, half of it went down to, you know, Minnesota.
Yeah. We now have 2 different places that we occupy now.
Yeah, this is just, oh boy, yeah, it's just like it's so far. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess did they buy maybe a brewery in Canada and then decided, okay, we're going to use that as well? Because it seems like I'm trying to see which is the original one.
If only Boxer or Minhas Brewery would respond to Bumwine Bob's solicitations.
I know. I asked them. I
get
sent
the
an
answers.
email. I know. Come on, guys. We're
I mean,
let
look,
me know.
You're the, you know, you're the Dateline of cheap
beer.
cheap beer podcasting here. How come they want to be on your good side? All right, we got
Exactly. I guess they're trying. I mean, it seems like they're trying to reintroduce this brand. At least that's what I got when I found this originally. It was in a college town. It was in New Jersey, down by Rutgers University, and there's a little tiny liquor store on the corner of some street. I walked in, I saw the 36 pack, I brought it up front, brought it to the register, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, they just started to sell this again, or at least here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And you know, fast forward 6 months later, and now I found more of them. So I don't know if they're trying to push this brand out more, maybe getting a little more mainstream with it, more distribution. But if they would answer the emails, we would like to get to the bottom of this.
Exactly. Well, and then even, I mean, okay, and then even here, even just going from Monroe, Wisconsin to Rutgers, that's 14 hours. Like, damn, like so many. I mean, that's awesome that they're there, but it's kind of like, damn, like there's so much stuff in between there and where you are. Like, how did it end up?
Exactly.
Distribution is weird. Like, it's
yeah. It doesn't make sense sometimes why some areas get this beer, some get that beer. It's not all over the place. And I was looking through here on, you know, Wikipedia because, you know, everything's shown on Wikipedia here, and it does say that the Minhas Craft Brewery it survived the Great Depression prohibition and a fire. It is currently the 18th largest craft brewery in America. So it looks like that Monroe, Wisconsin, I think was the original location of it. So
I could see that, and I could see Calgary being like where they have their Canadian production, and they have their centralized Canadian distribution out of Calgary. It's right in the Plains provinces where they're near all the grain. It's probably cheap there compared to British Columbia or Toronto or whatever. It's probably just a cheap place to do business.
Yeah. And maybe this is big in Canada. I don't know. Any Canadian listeners out there, let us know if you see this a lot in Canada, because maybe it's a big beer that's in Canada. Maybe they love their boxer beer in Canada.
Oh man, there's across the street from the craft brewery, there's a pizza restaurant called Bullets. Like, that's aggressive.
Nice.
Like, it's got good reviews. I mean, but
They
Bullets?
probably make 3 pizzas, and there are 2 people working there at any time.
Well, dude, not even that. Like, it's like, it looks. I'm trying to see if it's like a little complex or something, but it says Bullets Family Dining, Doyle's Irish Pub, and Bonnie's Fine Dining. So it's like, does a family own the whole building, and they just got like, all right, what economic class do you belong to? Oh, well, you go to Bonnie's Fine Dining.
Yeah, this is your restaurant. This is yours. You go over here.
Oh, are you a fresh family? Do you not? Are you still making? You still making okay money right now? Well, you go to Bullets Family Dining for dinner. But if you're a college kid, you go around the corner to Doyle's Irish Pub. Okay, and and the best part is that I bet you the bartender is the same. It's just going between all 3.
Yeah.
I gotta work a triple tonight. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Steven's sick again. Son of a bitch.
Look at this. Pete's planning his trip out there to the brewery.
I mean, frankly, if there's a pizza restaurant across the street from a brewery, like that, talk about perfect placement.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And an Irish pub, you just be like, well, I started getting drunk at the craft brewery. Yeah, I just sobered up a little bit at the pizza
working
shop.
my way down the street. That's it.
I'm gonna go.
You take the Minhas Brewery Museum tour, and then afterwards, after you're already sloshed,
yeah.
go to the pub.
Yeah, that's it. Keep the night going. Keep it going strong.
Doyle's,
and then a little fine dining, a little cloth napkin food.
That's it. You got to plan your day. Yeah. Maybe get some boxer beer on tap. Maybe. I mean, see. Yes, you get the good stuff there.
But Bob, I want preservatives in my beer, though.
No, not here. You're not getting them here.
Damn it!
Here's the thing. At fine dining, you get boxer lager. At the pizza place, you get boxer light. But at the pub, boxer ice all the way.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Speaking of which,
I was gonna say, you ready to move on? Yep. Finish the boxer lager. Quick and smooth. Really good. That's actually a really solid, if you want a no frills beer, no preservatives, no additives, no natural, no added flavors. Sorry.
Yeah.
I would drink it over a Bud Classic.
Oh, a million. I'm glad you said that. A million times. Yes. Yeah. Like, ugh.
Okay. All right.
Coors Light. Ugh. No.
Yeah. So we'll see. Now you can compare your light beer now with the Boxer Light. The Boxer Premium Light Beer.
Ooh.
97 calories. So.
Guys, you know what, though? I can't tell how cold this is because the Rockies aren't blue, okay?
It is
such horse shit.
It is silver. It is silver, though. It is a silver bullet, though. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Brewed by the Canadian Rockies. In Calgary.
Oh, this one is?
No, I mean,
yeah, that tastes like a light beer. Definitely.
It looks like these are all from Wisconsin, so it's probably like a U.S. versus Canada separation between those two breweries. Probably for some tax import reason.
Yeah.
It's just cheaper to have a separate brewery up there.
Yeah, this one, the background of this label is just the straight. Yeah, you're right, just pure silver. So, can stop a werewolf with this. Oh man, that's a light beer. That's I mean, again, I don't dislike it, but
Yeah. So the boxer lager can screamed like baseball stadium beer. This one screams like random barbecue beer. Like this is something you fish out of the cooler on a hot day.
Yeah, you throw your hand in the cooler and you pull out, Boxer Light. Okay,
yeah.
I'll take it.
Definite, pulling from a beer fridge at a college house, having a Halo binge day, kind of situation.
Wasn't there a Halo frat at Cal Poly when you were there, Pete?
Oh God, yeah, the Halo frat. By that, Bob, I just mean like it was just like
was it an actual
nerds.
frat that just played Halo, or was it they called themselves that?
That was the joke, because everybody was like, "Oh, it's the Halo frat," because they just apparently they went to class and they would just go buy booze because they were really close to Cork and Barrel, but yeah, then they would just they would go buy booze and they would just hang out with themselves and play video games.
Okay.
And I was just pissed I wasn't invited. That's,
I know. Why did I get invited to the frat? I mean, that sounds like a good time to me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. No, that's that was definitely that's definitely something like, especially like, comparing, different like the college towns where Carlin went to college, when I went to college, like, only a few hours apart from each other. But like when I went to Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, like there were frats there and it was weird, but it was like,
yeah,
but I still feel like
we both
like
went to notorious party schools.
Yeah. Like
you went to a party school.
Different kind of parties though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna lie, I liked both types of parties, but they were different vibes,
Yeah. As long as there's booze there, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't see, I don't want to say I have too much of a refined palate when it comes to beer, but I'm just not digging this light beer. It's just like how like some, I'm going to say more standard fare lagers are like, they kind of tread that line of like, I feel like, that's a beer versus like, that's beer water or like red water I'm drinking.
Yeah.
This light beer, it's like, man, I feel like I'm drinking an expired like sparkling like water, kind of.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it doesn't have much of a flavor to it. It's just kind of there. And
it tastes like the first beer plus some water.
Yeah, exactly. They just kind of ran the Boxer Lager through another filter and took out the rest of the alcohol. Let it go through, and it took it down from the 5% ABV to a 4.2.
Yeah.
See, is this a concoction from Doyle's Irish Pub? They're just like, oh fuck, we didn't get a good shipment. They're still they had a couple of skunked batches. We got to really stretch these. Like, how do we do it? Oh, let's make a light beer. What did we do? Just pour water in it. Just water it down.
This is served at the pizza restaurant where you're just like watching your kids and you don't want to get too drunk, but you're just compulsively drinking. And
you want to have a couple more.
Yeah.
You got some spicy pepperoni, you need to wash it down.
Yeah, I mean, it will get the job done. But I mean, I think I would rather take the time to have the full-fledged Boxer Lager and get the real deal instead.
Yeah.
Agree.
Do they have and they don't have nutritional facts on the normal lager, which, I mean, I'm assuming it's probably not that much more. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions, but if the light beer that is 4.8% is how many 97 calories, can't be that much more.
So Bob, you're an expert, you're a connoisseur. What is your like favorite light beer?
Light beer, I'm partial to. I'm a big fan of a Keystone Light, and also, I mean, I'll go with the Natty Light too. I mean, on the cheap side of things, I'm not a big Coors Light fan.
No.
I don't mind. I think out of like the mainstream light beers, I think a Miller Lite I like the best.
Yeah, same here.
But I mean, Bud Light will work. But I like the cheaper light beers more, even though you get that different taste with like a Keystone Light. Which is essentially just like another filtered like Coors Light because we don't all from Coors. It's just a different name on it. So
yeah. Oh man, I don't care for Coors Light, and then it's definitely. I feel like everybody has like, oh, the light beer that you've been like forced to buy at a sporting event and you've paid way too much for.
Mm-hmm.
Coors Light has been the one for me most of the time, and it's just like I just have such a negative like reception whenever I see Coors Light. I just think of just like, oh, all those times I've like bought something because I just wanted to drink at an event, but I didn't want to pay the even more outrageous prices. And like Coors Light was the cheapest, but it still was like, man, for those 2 Coors Lights I bought, I could have bought, a 30 rack, kind of.
Yeah. We did $10-$12 for like a 16-ounce cup of beer. And you're like, I could have got 30 beers for this price at home. Same thing going to concerts, and they give you a 24-ounce can of Coors Light for like $13. And you're like, I could have got this for $2 at like the convenience store. And I'm paying $13 for this now at a concert.
Man, I'll at least say this: like I've gone to a couple concerts recently, and I feel like because people are back from COVID, like the drink prices are still a little like obviously there's still a little bit more because you're paying for the premiumness of it, but it's like you can either get like light beers like that, or you can get like IPAs, and the price is all the same. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll get a real beer, something to really get the job done,
Yeah, that's true. They're usually very similar in price. The couple concerts I've gone to recently, and we're at like outdoor venues, and it was like they give you the cans of beer, and they're like I said, they're 24-ounce cans, and it was like $13 for like your regular domestic beer, Bud Light, Coors Light, whatever, and then probably for like $15-$16, that's like the craft beers you could get, which, like you said, have higher ABV, so a couple more bucks get you a better buzz. But then you also, it's a trade-off because it depends on how much you want to drink, but you don't really want to drink too much because then you're paying more. It's weird because you're like, well, I want to drink like a light beer because I can drink more of them, but now I'm paying so much more for it to get that buzz. So it's a trade-off.
There was again a very one of the drunkest times I've ever been to a concert. It was to see that band, the Flaming Lips. And first off, I met up with my buddy. Well, so like he called me day of, and he's like, "Hey, like my friend was going to go with me. They had to bail out of town for a funeral. Do you want to just go? Like, just I'm not going to ask you for money for the ticket. You want to come?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll go." And we pre-gamed a lot before the show, and I was like, "Okay, I'll pregame with the intention of not." I'm like, I don't want to buy. Also, at the time, like I had like just been like laid off, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll pregame a bunch before the show. I won't buy any drinks at the venue, and we just got way too wasted beforehand, and then we got to the venue, and then we just kept buying more booze, and it was like we saw the show, and like part of me is kind of like I would love to go see the Flaming Lips again because there was what I remember was a lot of fun, but like Jesus Christ, did I like. It was just like just like the train was rolling, and I was like, "Oh, the train's not stopping!" Like, one of those kind of moments. And man, I got fucked up.
There's no turning back now. You're like, all right, I've gone this far. Just keep drinking.
Got to the point where I feel like we went like, oh, we got a couple of beers, then we're just like, oh, let's kick this up a notch. Yeah, it's like, all right, Emerald, let's kick this up a notch. But yeah, then we got like, I don't know, Jameson shots, and it was just like. Then I really don't remember going home, kind of.
You woke up the next day, you're in your bed, you're like, okay, how the hell did I get here? I'm glad I made it back, but I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, that was the 41st Street days, Carlin. It was
Man, you
Back in the
bringing
summer,
up
George.
you bringing up Emerald. Yeah, I remember that. You bringing up Emerald Lagasse reminded me that I've seen Emerald Lagasse in person when I was living in a small town in California called Hopland. My dad and I were on the volunteer fire department, and we would often do like parking, like volunteer parking stuff for events in the areas. Like, we're on site, we're, you know, there in case somebody has some sort of medical issue, we can be there quickly. We might as well do the parking as well. And he came and did like a live cooking show at this event space that was a former winery. Yeah, it was at Fetzer.
Of course.
Valley Oaks.
Of course. All these people, all these small town folks getting jacked up every time he went, bam!
Bam! Emerald, bam! All right,
Yep.
okay, hey,
Yep.
hey. He's passionate about his cooking, guys, all right? Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Mm.
He probably, if it was televised, he probably mentioned he was in wine country like 10 times. Crowd went wild.
All right, yeah, we're here in wine country today. All right, wine country. All right.
Beautiful California.
Yeah.
Wine country. Oh, he must be in Napa. No, there's more than just that. A lot of the state, Mm.
Now the one thing with this Boxer Light that I noticed from when I had it before, now it does, not that it's a bad aftertaste, but it does kind of leave a lingering taste after. Like the Boxer Lager was pretty smooth. You drank it, you tasted the beer, and then that was it. But the Boxer Light does leave a little bit of not so much the cheap beer taste, but it does leave a little aftertaste with it. Not necessarily good or bad. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, I'm drinking it because it's it's the end of the day, and I've
It's
had
a beer. It's a beer.
I've had a long day, and I definitely want a beer right now. But like, I'm not stoked on the quality of this one.
Yeah.
So
it tastes pretty watered down. It's refreshing, like a nice glass of water, but
yeah,
it's not as good of a beer as the straight up lager.
I'd rather drink this than a White Claw.
Man, okay, see, that's
probably.
I'm glad you said that, because I've been thinking about that. I'm like, what would I rather have? And like, the sugar fiend in me is kind of like, I would rather just have a White Claw, which, but also I haven't been drinking
they're
that
not
stuff.
that sweet. They're not that sweet, are they? And the fruit flavor, whatever is there, is like very artificial.
Artificial, yeah.
It's not like you're drinking a juice with like a spritzer or something.
And this is all natural. It says it right on the can. No preservatives, all natural.
Yeah.
What if I want those added flavors, though, Boxer? What if I want those added flavors? I don't care about preservatives.
Well, if you do, wait, we won't go into it now, but we'll at the end, after we drink our next one, we'll go into the varieties you could have if you want those extra flavors.
So this brand, this like the logo with the crown and everything, Boxer, it feels like a beer that you would find in a casino. I don't know why.
They call it the beer of champions. So you win big at the casino, you feel like a champion, right?
Yeah. The Wheaties of beer.
Yeah.
Dude.
we were talking about breakfast beers. Here you go, right here, Boxer. Beer of champions. Get your day started the right way with a Boxer.
Well, yeah,
Boxer White Russian special. $5.
Oh man.
It's cornflakes. You put the cornflakes in the White Russian.
You have one of those what are those little, like those fucking like protein shake, like shaker things. You just put all three of them. You pour the cornflakes, the White Russian, and the
shake it up
in there, and just shake it up. You're just pounding it, and then like you're almost to your job site, and you're just like, oh man, I gotta take a piss. Like you pull over on the side of the road.
Yeah, I hate my life. Why'd I do this?
That would be an interesting, like some convenience stores, or even when I was at a Walmart in Mexico, they'll just like take two items and tape them together and have some kind of special. In this case, it was it was like a bottle of Topo Chico and some pork rinds, and they just like taped them together in this Walmart.
Sounds
What if
great.
you?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. What if you had like a boxer beer and some other item taped together? Like,
Yeah.
what would you possibly pair with this as a
Like
special?
a boxer and a kind bar.
Or
Okay.
like one of those bowls of cereal that you like peel the top off and
Yeah,
and a
yeah, yeah.
White
Like
Russian.
the ones you get at the at the hotel or something for their continental breakfast, and
Yeah.
they have the little cereals. You just pop open, pour the milk in, or your White Russian, whatever
Yeah,
you want.
you have a little pre-made White Russian. You use that as the milk, and that's breakfast.
There
That's
you go.
construction worker breakfast right there.
That sounds good to me.
Dude, okay. So, it's funny talking about hotel breakfast stuff. So, the last 2 work trips I've done, I've stayed at these hotels, and each of them, they when I checked in, the staff was like, "Oh, we have to tell you about the mini bar in your room," and I'm just like, "Okay." And so apparently now, and I read about this afterwards, there's like a lot of hotels are installing these little mini bar fridges, but they're connected by Wi-Fi, so they're constantly checking the weight of the ball of so if you open it'll notify the front desk if you open the door, and it like if the weight changes, it'll alert the front desk, and it'll like charge your account automatically kind of situation. And I'm just like, I don't like that. But then but then the second place I checked into about this, or I checked in and they were telling about this. They're like, hey, so we've been having some issues with this. They're like, yeah, apparently the Wi-Fi mini fridges are messing with our hotel guest Wi-Fi. So if that happens, call us and tell us that, and then we're just going to ask you to unplug the mini fridge. And the guy was just like, please don't drink. And like, look, honor system, man, if you're going to drink out of the mini fridge, just let us know. And I was, and it was like, I got in late, and I started like chuckling. I'm like, okay, all right. And he was like, oh, honor system, man. He's like, you seem like a good dude, okay? And I'm like, you're from California. You seem like a nice guy. And I wanted to be like, I could be like a huge piece of shit, but like, whatever.
You don't know me, man. You don't know who I am.
I did not. By the way, it did start fucking with my Wi-Fi. I did unplug it, and I did not abuse the honor system. I didn't want to take anything out of there because it was there's a lot of like white wine in there, and I was like, I don't want to drink that.
What I would do is like Indiana Jones situation where you bring some leftover grocery gamblers items
and swap it.
Like this. I still have this pumpkin seltzer that's expired that I just want to leave somewhere. It's one of the most disgusting hard seltzers. I'll get it in a second, Bob. But you just like swap an item out of the mini fridge, and then once they reconnect it, like the weight checks out, but it's a different item.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes for them, when they're like, oh, honor system, can't they just go in when you check out and look in the fridge and say, oh, look, this guy drank 3 bottles of wine. Okay, let's charge him for the thing. Right. I mean, like, what's say honor system, man? Like, it's not like you're gonna drink it and then go out and buy the same thing to replace it. I mean,
yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, darn it, Man, I drank those 3 Pinot Gris,
Yeah, I think they're going to find a way to charge you for it, no matter what.
The corner and backfill this.
After they invented the Wi-Fi fridge, it was like the burning of the Library of Alexandria, and they lost the technology of how to check a mini fridge manually and see what they drank and then charge them for it.
Exactly. Have housekeeping go in when you leave and open the fridge. Okay, is everything in there? We had an inventory of what was in the fridge when you checked in. Is it all there? If yes, no charge. If not, then we charge you for what you drank. Simple, guys. It's not rocket science.
When I feel like this Wi-Fi fridge technology is gonna just spread. So when you guys encounter it, like, let me know, because it was like the front desk person definitely went out of their way to be like, okay, the Wi-Fi fridge. And again, like that one time it was like, I was tired and I'm like, are you fucking with me? Like,
I don't care.
Like, it's like, I'm not good. First off, I'm not doing that, kind of situation. But and but by the way, and yeah, that time I was in Arkansas, so I was just like, I'll go to the liquor store and buy booze that is a third of the price of what it is in this hotel, So,
Yeah,
well,
man, technology, man, technology.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. So the final beer we have here on our Boxer 2023 trifecta to kick off the new year. You got to go big, and that is the Boxer Ice, 5.5% alcohol by volume. Who doesn't love a nice ice beer, right, guys?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh boy.
So I don't drink a lot of ice beers. I'm not fully clear on what an ice beer is. As far as I know, they like freeze some of the water and like skim some of the ice out to concentrate the beer.
Well, here let's see. I'll let Boxer themselves, the Minhas Brewery, tell us about the brewing process of the ice lager. So sit back and relax, guys. the Boxer Ice Lager is made in small batches and is handcrafted using pure 2-row barley grown and malted in Bigger, Saskatchewan premium hops from the Pacific Northwest, deep well water, and our proprietary yeast. It is placed in a cold storage, lagered for a minimum of 35 days, resulting in a clean, crisp, smooth tasting beer. It is a pleasant, hoppy bitterness and a clean, crisp finish. So let's see if they're right about that. But that didn't make you sound like you wanted that?
I'm going to say this. I don't like this.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay, I'm not crazy. I was like,
yeah,
man,
I don't love it.
I'm gonna be like, Bob, if you're like, I'm fine with that. I'd be like, okay. Like, I feel like our palates are different enough, but like, man, this is, it's so, no, like, okay, the lager, refreshing, very drinkable. The light, refreshing, drinkable, not as tasty, watered down. This is one where I'm just kind of like, oh man, like this, it's almost edgelord status. Like you just go 0.5% more, and you're just like, Jesus, that's what breaks the matrix here. Like,
yeah, it's not that much more. If it was like 6 or 7%, I could see, but 0.5 more.
Oh, like yikesies! I'm not into this. Like
this is a beer for the harder moments of your life.
For breakfast?
Not for breakfast. Give me a White Russian.
But hey, at least the can is very similar to the regular Boxer lager. It's got the pinstripes there. It's got the same crown. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, just with ice and 2 little ice cubes thrown in instead of the lager on the other can.
Yeah.
So
the ice tells me that not only are you drinking this at a ball game, but you're going to get into a fight, and you're going to have a bruise that you have to ice.
You got to
down.
use the can to.
Yeah, I was saying exactly. Just like, you're like, man, you know what? I gave that fucking Red Sox fan a piece of my mind, and now I got a piece of his shoe in my face. But this beer is icing it down.
Yeah, the more I drink of this ice, I mean, I don't know, the first sip of it was very off-putting.
It's still a little off-putting.
It is. It's not as smooth, but I have warmed up to it a little bit. But like you said, my palate is a little different than you guys. So
this is definitely served at Doyle's Irish Pub. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Doyle's is definitely tapping into the college market. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Is there
Thin Lizzy on the jukebox?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Somebody's getting into a fight tonight.
Yeah.
A pool cue is getting broken over somebody's back.
Hey man, the boys are back in town. All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I was looking.
I'm fight. You better let them.
Like, man, is there a college around there? And I'm like, oh man, this Monroe, Wisconsin is very small. But they got a golf club,
No, there
right
you go.
next to the cemetery and the high school. Oh man, Carlin, that sounds like fucking Ukiah right there. Just
Seems like, any number of towns in Central California.
You got your golf club, your cemetery, your high school, right there.
Yeah.
the staff that tends to the grass just filters between all three of them.
Yeah, essentially, it's all right across. They just move around. They start their day at 1. They just move around by 3 p.m. They're good to go. All done.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to decide on what with this Boxer Ice. I want to like it.
well,
They do have a phone number on this one. 1-800-BEER-205.
Oh shit, Bob.
But-
Blow them up. Addendum episode.
Oh yeah, there it is. Actually, all of them do. I didn't realize that till now. I was looking at the can and I said, "Oh, there it is. All of them have that same phone number on that." All right, guys, be waiting the phone call.
What are the wiretapping laws in New Jersey like? Is it a consent state like California where you have to tell the other person
You're being recorded? Yeah.
All right, buddy. Before we go any further, wait, you're in Canada, right? Yeah. Okay, your laws don't count.
Yeah. This is it. This is America.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight. Trying to see. By the way, I'm trying to find. I'm like, guys, I'm just scouring Google Maps, being like,
you're really invested.
In
you're really invested in this town now, seeing what goes on there and what you could do, because you're gonna make a trip out there. You're gonna hit the brewery. You're gonna hit up these restaurants.
There are photosphere pictures of the like museum that they have at the brewery. Like, it's a very visceral experience looking at these pictures.
I mean, guys, down the 11, there is literally the next town over is called Browntown. Like, I'm not making this shit up. Next to Browntown, next to Hawks Mill Winery and Guns and Ammo / TJ's Performance, like,
ooh, Guns and Ammo, all right.
If that's like one of those country highways that's sort of desolate and there's not a lot of like convenience stores or gas stations, that'd be a great place for a little like rest area gas station. Maybe have like a Wendy's or something in the plaza. Browntown, like, the implication is obvious. Like, hey kids, you want to go to Browntown? It's like, it means two things. You need a break from your car trip and gas up, fuel up, and
stock up on all the essentials while you're there.
Yeah, this well, here, Bob, what about some of our other options here for Boxer do we have? And I mean, the only bummer is that we don't have them here to try tonight.
I know.
I want to know.
I know.
I just want to know, do the other ones have added flavors? Well,
if you're looking for a beer without gluten, there is a Boxer gluten-free beer. It's pretty much the classic Boxer lager made with no gluten. So those people with celiac disease can enjoy the great taste of Boxer beer. So, gluten-free. And I know we went through, Pete, when we were talking, and we saw these couple other ones that are out there. And one of the ones that we were very interested in was the Boxer Bubbly, which was Boxer Bubbly is just champagne in a can. This one's only available in Canada, though. So this must be a specialty of the Canadian brewery of Minhas over there. And then also the Boxer Watermelon, a beer you can drink with a straw. The refreshing lager beer with a hint of watermelon. So bitterness is distinctly subdued, bringing the taste of watermelon to life. And then to round out the Boxer lineup is the Boxer Apple Ale, a beer you can have with ice. So a little apple flavored Boxer lager. So that's the full lineup of Boxer, at least partially, that they have on their website. But I did notice too something that we've kind of dove into the past as well, that there's also a Boxer hard root beer that's out there. Well, they have a whole line of hard sodas too, root beer, blueberry, grape soda, cream soda, and black cherry, which are different from the Boxer beer lineup, but they do have a Boxer branded alcoholic hard sodas made with real cane sugar. So it's the good stuff. Yeah.
Damn, that's like the Mexican Coke status right there.
Yeah, because I know we talked before about the not your father's root beer and the trouble you could get into with those things back in the day. So I wonder if
back in the
Boxer
day,
hard
right
root
now.
beer. Yeah.
Here's the thing about hard root beer. I like a hard root beer, but it has to be a low alcohol. The high alcohol hard root beers are they taste trashy. They taste like fucking like an energy drink. There is this really good. Do you remember the Mendocino Root Beer Company, Pete? Did you ever have them?
I did. Yeah. I know
like when we were in middle school and before then they were active and then they closed down, but they had these like a 1 or 2% at most root beers that were just like made like you're supposed to make root beer, like a really natural process, not just like a syrup and sludge and like some food coloring and whatever like A&W root beer is made out of, or barks. But it was just like, it was something else. It was like a special occasion thing. I used to drink that on like New Year's when I was a kid because I wasn't drinking Boxer Ice at that age.
Yeah, the Boxer ones come in at 5.5% ABV, so the same level as the Boxer Ice. Yeah, the hard sodas that they have. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there too. That when you start trying to go too high with the ABV on the hard sodas and stuff like that, it starts to not dilute it, but it takes away from the real flavor of the soda, because you really want to get just the soda flavor without tasting the alcohol with it.
Exactly.
And you might, but then it's a trade-off of, well, they probably want to do it because, you're not going to be drinking as many of them. So like, we'll load it with the alcohol in the front so you can have like 2 of them and get a buzz, compared to if it was like 2-3%, you'd have to drink a whole 6-pack of them. But then we've talked many times of that stuff, and then your stomach is like hating you, like, why did you drink 6 hard sodas? And
look, it's like salt. You can't take salt out of a dish, so you try not to oversalt it when you're cooking it. Like, don't put too much booze in it. If you want a little more kick, you pour a little, Jim Beam or something.
Yeah, add your own extra to
it up. Yeah,
exactly.
Make it as boozy as you want.
Yeah.
God, the White Claw hard seltzer surge, that fucking chemical runoff, that bullshit.
I remember you brought that up and you said that was not good, right? That was
that's the 8% White Claw, and it's just like, and it and we tried, like, we got the variety pack and we all were like, that sucks, but we each tried a couple different flavors because we're like, are we crazy? They all just tasted like you put your tongue on a battery. That's how I would describe it. And that was bad. I mean, again, Bob, I guess the real punishment ABV test here is like, which one is worse, the White Claw Surge or the the White Claw iced teas? I
had that iced tea variety pack that I went through, and no, I haven't had the Surge, so I can't compare it to that, but I was not a fan of the White Claw iced tea variety pack. I tried each of those.
You did not hold back, dude. You were just screw that. Like, you were. Dude, it's funny because we've commented on it in like our text thread in the Gamblers, how like we've seen like hard teas at either the grocery outlet or a couple other spots, but all of us are like, you know what? I like tea and I like booze, but I don't have to have them, or I don't have to do this. Like, and it also, by the way, the White Claw Refresher, but it's REFRSHR. They took out 2 E's. Like, come on, like, they're trying to be. This is some Mountain Dew bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
Coming.
Yeah, and
2023. It's a new year for us. That means you need to expand the hard Mountain Dew.
I was gonna just say that same thing. I was like, I'm still waiting on that hard Mountain Dew to make its way out to us so we can give that a try. Because it's been on the list now for over a year. I don't know when. It seems like at least over a year. I think when they announced that it was coming out, and they're going so damn slow with it. It's like, oh, every 3 months, it's like, oh, it's going to Idaho, it's going to Florida, and you're like, well, can't you just send it out to everybody? What's the holdup, guys? Just send out the hard Mountain Dew.
I'm kind of excited because there's somebody who I know, and he went to Vegas for like a work conference, and he was posting about, he basically got hammered, and he was posting about how much he loved the hard Mountain Dew. And he was just like, he's like, dude, it's like I'm going to Taco Bell, and it reminds me of having Taco Bell and being drunk, and it's just like, it's amazing. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and then when I was in Arkansas for work, I saw it there, and I was like, oh, should I just mail this home to myself? And I did. I mean, that, which, by the way, if I do have to go back to Arkansas for work again, like, I'm sending 2 packages. I'm sending one to you, Bob, and then one to me. And well, but because it was cheap.
Yeah.
So
the Boxer Trifecta. I mean, I think I pretty much know what each of our rankings are for the 3 of these. Pete, you wanna start us off and just tell me, tell everybody how you'd rank these 3 fine beverages we enjoyed today.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm trying to figure out what I think is best for 2 and 3, but so I'm gonna go Boxer Ice number 3, Boxer Light number 2, and then Boxer Lager number 1. And the reason why the light is number 2 because it's drinkable. You know. Yeah. Like the Boxer Ice, I mean, again, by the way, it's also drinkable, but it just has this aftertaste of the ice beers that, like, I'm not down. I mean, bro, you know what? Just go further. Give me a Natty Daddy. Okay. That's,
yeah. Exactly. If you want to go like this is 5.5%, give me the 8%. Go all out. Give me the higher ABV.
Yeah.
Give me that nice metallic malt liquor taste that you get from those higher ABV ones, like a Steel Reserve. You know what you're getting at that point.
I don't mind the flavor of a Natty Daddy. I like it.
Yeah,
it's great. It's great. But like what it really comes down to with this is like with the ice stuff. It's like, man, it's a little bit more alcohol. I'm like, there's so many other good types of beers out there that have 6%, 7% alcohols, and like they're good. And also, like, they're not crazy expensive, kind of situation. So go for I would say go for a quality over quantity. Like, if you want the lager or the light, I get it. You got chores. It's Saturday. Your kid's been yelling at you all week. You
got to mow the lawn. You got to mow the lawn. You got to trim the hedges. You got to do the yard work.
Yeah.
Let's look at it on the positive side. Who is this for? I think it's for, college kids who just want to get drunk, and this probably costs like the same as regular Boxer at the liquor store, and it's like, well, there's more alcohol, this is the one we're gonna get.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my ranking. Yeah.
All right, Carlin, what do you think? Yeah,
I agree with everything Pete said. The Boxer Ice you're just looking for trouble if you're drinking Boxer Ice.
Yeah.
And Boxer Light, it's like there's a purpose for that. You're maybe feeling it a little too much. You want another beer, but you're like, oh, okay, I got to back off a little bit. I need to rehydrate. You get a Boxer Light. You alternate.
Exactly. You take a few hours off. You went to Bonnie's Fine Dining. And that's the classier spot. So.
Well, in the morning after your kid's baseball game, you went to the Pete's Place. You've got reservations for the fine dining later because it's your wife's birthday.
But see, you show up early. You got time for a drink. You go to Doyle's Irish Pub for a drink. Then you go up to Bonnie's.
Yeah.
That's. I had a hard misdemeanor at Doyle's, you know. And then
we've created this whole universe now of this little town and everything involved with it around the Minhas Brewery out there.
Oh my God, if they listen to this, they'll probably be like, Jesus Christ, like, why is this?
What is wrong with these people?
Like, why is this guy like blowing up our after work spots? You know, like, dude, I want to go to all three now. You know,
no, I do too. I want to hit up the brewery. I want to check it out. We'll have to one day we'll have to plan a trip out there to check it out and see everything.
Okay, guys, if we're going to Boxer, we're going to Browntown. All right, like that.
Oh, you gotta go. Go big or go home.
Oh my word!
So my question is, where would you fly into, and is Browntown between there and where Minhas Brewing is? Because then it would make total sense. You make a stop in Browntown.
Ooh, so Madison is the closest large town. I don't know if Madison might have an airport, but it's also one of those things where I know this because of my work, but I know a lot of people would go to Milwaukee and fly out of General Mitchell. Again, my work life is bleeding into here, but no, but
so this Minhas, this is in Monroe. Where is this?
Yeah,
right,
it's in Monroe. Yeah.
So you fly into Madison or Milwaukee. You got to go past Monroe to get to the Bullpen Bar and Grill in Browntown, Wisconsin.
Oh my word, God! This would be such a. God, we just black out. But it'd be such a great.
It would be literally an insane thing to do.
It'd be. Oh my, yeah. Browntown. Wait, how far? I have to Google now. How far away is Browntown? 15 minutes. All right, it's 15 minutes to Browntown, boys.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
That's
it's easy.
Of course. There's a Walmart Supercenter out there.
You gotta suck up on the essentials while you're out there. So.
I'm in Monroe, by the way, in Monroe, not Browntown. But it is on. Oh, it's on the outskirts. All right. Oh, and there's a Culver's. There's a Culver's. Oh.
You guys, check the Zoom chat. I just posted a link to a picture.
Oh, nice. Yeah, look at that. The Bullpen Bar and Grill. Yeah, look at that. Look, they got the PBR sign out front.
Oh man, Carlin, this looks like a spot that your parents would hang out at.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a biker bar.
Yeah, this looks like a bitchin'. Oh, that's tight. That's there's a lot of jeans. There's a lot of blue jeans. Oh, dude, this guy. Oh, that's tight. The Bullpen.
The Bullpen Bar and Grill right there. Look at that. Whew.
Dude, this kicks ass. All right.
Well, we know where we're going now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, we can go for their annual Labor Day ATV poker run.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Bar Grill Sport. They got you all. They got you covered there.
That rules. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna go make a real drink.
Come on, these aren't real enough for you, but.
I mean, okay, yeah, great. Okay, they're made in America. Yeah, they're
this
real.
Is America.
Drink.
This is America.
I'm gonna make myself a cocktail.
Yeah, but I think I have to go with you guys. I was debating too. I was torn between the 2 and 3 on my rankings, but I think I have to agree with you. Got to go with the Boxer Lager #1, Boxer Light #2, Boxer Ice #3. Now these might change because luckily for me, I still have like 30 of these left, so I have time to adjust the rankings as I see fit. But yeah, I'm glad we got to cover all of them here tonight and kick off the new year. You know, boxing into 2023 with the Boxer Beer Trifecta with Grocery Gamblers. You guys want to tell everybody where they can find you guys in the podcast?
You can find us on all of the podcast platforms except for Amazon. We don't fuck with that. But at Grocery Gamblers Pod on Instagram, at fuck Elon Musk on Telegram,
Are we on Mastodon yet?
Oh no, on Mastodon we're Sparks Daddy 69, so that's
okay.
Yeah, that was what they suggested right off the bat. So I was like,
I'll take it.
You had me at Sparks. You find us on Instagram where you can see all of our hijinks, and every time the Gamblers verse and the BWB verse can align and have a great crossover, we're always down. We're always down, baby.
It's always a fun time with you, Bob.
It's always it's always great talking to you guys, having you on my show, your show, Boxer for Loco, Buzzballz. You never know. Hard Mountain Dew. Hopefully soon. Fingers crossed.
You know that shit is coming.
2023. This is the year. It's got to happen. We're waiting for it, Mountain Dew. Do it for us, okay?
Wake up, Mountain Dew. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The consumers, the people want to know. They want to know in a podcast format how awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Your drink is.
Anybody can go on YouTube and watch all these reviews of people drinking Hard Mountain Dew, but they want it in podcast form. They want to listen to people. They don't want to see them drink it. They want to hear them drink it. And that's what we are here for you audiophiles out there.
Here's the thing. You don't need to see the can to know what it looks like. You can close your eyes and imagine exactly what the Mountain Dew hard soda tastes or looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We don't have to know what Seltzer Daddy on YouTube is telling us about this. All right.
If the government has been admitting the existence of UFOs in the past year or two, like Mountain Dew can acknowledge the existence of their hard soda and hook some people up.
Exactly. I mean, send it to the masses.
I mean, at that point, Mountain Dew should start printing money.
Yeah.
So,
well, hey, thanks again, guys.
Yep.
Pepcoin. R.I.P. Pepcoin.
Yeah.
Thanks to FTX. FTX crashed, and now Pepcoin is worthless.
That's it. It was fun while it lasted, guys.
I don't want to talk about how I had to sell off my
your NFTs,
my lawnmower because I lost all of my Pepcoin. So. Bunk investment. Let me just tell you right there.
But luckily we have Boxer beer to get us through the hard times and to bring in the new year. But hey,
not anymore.
That's it for.
Yeah. Let me just say this: I did as much as I bitched about the ice. I'm done.
Yeah, you can still drink it. It's not non-drinkable. It's just not as enjoyable as the others. So you do what you got to do. A beer's a beer.
Exactly.
Well, hey, they are Pete and Carlin from the Grocery Gamblers. I am Bumwine Bob. Until next time, cheers.
Hey,
cheers, baby.
Happy New Year.